welcome to Grown Ass Women TV. That's right, hashtag GAW TV. Welcome to the party every Wednesday night right here on YouTube. Ladies, how we doing?
Amazing! Just amazing.
Amazing. That hat is amazing.
I think we're going with this cat little motif a little too much. I think I'm pushing it a little bit.
I like it. You can have catitude year-round. That's totally fine. Well, guys, we're so happy to have you here. Hello to everyone in the live chat room. If you're watching on replay, what are you doing? Join us in the live chat every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern right here on YouTube. You're only having half the fun. But, guys, welcome to the episode. Please, before we begin, make sure that you like this video. Make sure, my friends, that you are subscribing. That's the most important. Subscribe to GAW TV here on YouTube. And, of course, click the bell icon to enable notifications so you never miss a future episode. So, ladies, we have something really exciting because after this episode, Mickie, you're going to have to chime in here. We have a special auction that we mentioned on our Halloween Spooktacular. We told you guys that we were going to be auctioning off our entire Mick Foley outfits. I'm going to put some links here for it. And we got to do a little throwback to show you these beautiful outfits. I think we looked gorgeous.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. I don't know who looks more ridiculous, quite frankly.
Well, I just think that it's so amazing that we were able to embrace our entire characters and make them our own, between Cactus Jacqueline, Chick Love, and Womankind. The three female faces of Foley will go down in the history books as probably one of the greatest, what do the kids say, cosplays?
Yeah.
That's what
of
the kids
all time.
Cosplay,
Goat
it's
plays,
right.
if you will. Goat plays.
You just got cosplayed, y'all. And all of these outfits, we're talking head to toe. They're all going to be a part of a very special auction that right after this episode, we're talking directly after this episode ends, we want you to rush over to eBay and put your bids in for this auction because all of these outfits are going to be, all the proceeds are going to a great cause benefiting Christmas Magic, christmasmagic.org. We put the information in the description for you. And it's Mick Foley's chosen charity. They do wonderful things for children at Christmas. So please bid all you can, donate all you can. We'll be happy to give you these outfits with some personalizations as well. Right after this episode, rush on over to eBay. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, ladies, we obviously have a very special guest that's near and dear to all of our hearts. But I think if we can, before we admit him into this chat, you guys think we should do a little peek ski? A little
sneak peek ski?
Social peek!
Oh my God, this is old school. We haven't done this in a while.
Take it back. It's so uncomfortable for me, guys. I feel like my neck, when I do it, I have to put my neck back.
Oh my God, I'm dizzy.
Your wrists are so tight. Aren't they your wrists?
And I just did yoga today too. You'd think they'd be loosened up, but no. Oh, don't do that. My bingo wings might get going.
Listen, the things we do for this show, I mean, our wrist action, let's not hashtag wrist action. It's a different show. We don't want to be a part of.
No.
Kibosh on that. Mickie, can we go to your social peek first? Because I saw a little peek ski on your Instagram, and I am so excited for you to tell us what you were doing in the Big Apple.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I know I threw to it when I was like, oh, I changed my hair and all, but I went to Sveta, I believe is the name of the pronunciation of this restaurant, and they opened during the pandemic, so they opened in the middle of COVID, but what the cool thing was is they're in New York, right? And they had these little, what we would call a goon bag almost, of the froyos to go-go's. Right. And so the people during COVID have been going to the restaurant to get the little baggies of their little froyos to go. So tag to them for coming alive and launching in the middle of a pandemic and getting like a little notoriety because of their little to-go bags. But I had a big photo shoot for Wingman magazine. It's coming out next month. It's coming out in December. I'll have to get you guys the dates, but it was so fun. I flew to New York in and out in a day and shot all these amazing pictures and had an awesome interview with those guys. So I can't wait to see it. And obviously we're going to share it once it comes out, but here's my little sneak peek.
Yeah, let's take a look. This is Mickie's sneak peek for Wingman magazine. Take a look. and I were boxing, like I told you, you look like a real housewife. Is this not like the best you may have ever looked in a photo shoot? Lisa, you loved it too.
I did. Yeah. You look better now than ever. Like,
Thank you.
Honestly, like very
This
womanly,
is why we're
very
friends.
I know.
This is
When your
totally
ego
wild.
down,
It was so
when
much
your ego's
fun.
down. Yeah.
We always love photo shoots, so because I just love that like somebody else is doing your hair and makeup. You feel beautiful. When photographers, when they're shooting you, they're telling you that it's just nice. I mean, it strokes our egos a little bit, but the pictures came out so beautiful. I'm so happy with them. I'm so happy. So
yay. We were thrilled that you would share this with us. And when we saw the first peeks, we were like, oh my God, this is glam personified. But Lisa, you have a sneak peek that's very fan interactive. Can you tell us what we're about to see here?
Well, yeah. Mine's not as glamorous. You're going to get me in my apartment, with my background, my kitchen, doing virtual live chit chat through Rave VIP. And if you go to that and just search Lisa Marie Varon, I do, 10-minute face-to-face phone calls, and it's just you and me. Or if you have your wife with you, that kind of thing, or whatever. That just sounded wrong. I'm so sorry.
We have to say that because you know what? People are always like, we welcome that. Like Tony and Shelby on our show, it's a family affair. And even in some of my Skype chats that I've done, I'm like, oh, your grandma's visiting? Bring her in,
Yeah, totally. And I used to have a 5-minute chit chat. I took it out. It cut some guy off like mid conversation. There's a timer in the corner, so you got to pay attention how much time you have. This is going through their app. We don't have control over it. So you have to pay attention and get the questions in, that kind of thing. The 5-minute just was not working out. It was like, oh, okay, so I have another question. They're gone.
Bye.
So I have a 10 and 15. Yeah, bye. But if you go to ravevip.com and search my name, Lisa Marie Varon, you can purchase some live Zoom, not through Zoom, their app. And but you have to be really nice because we have the little red button if you get a little too frisky.
Panic button.
The panic button. We can end the call. Yes, and you'll get a phone call from the company.
Yeah, no, Rave VIP is a fabulous way to connect with the fans. And of course, you can find Lisa Marie on Rave VIP. But we're going to take a look right now at a special chat session that Lisa had. So take a look at this.
Hey,
good morning, Angel.
I'm recording you. You're my first rave. You're my first rave.
Oh my God, really? And you remember Penny?
Yeah, look at Penny. She is Paw TV, right?
Yeah, we started that.
Pogus. We need to start a Pogus now.
So by the way, did you name Sheldon after a Big Bang Theory character too?
Actually, okay, we adopted him, and he came named Sheldon, and I was like, that's a nice, great Jewish name, and we love Big Bang Theory. And she goes, I named him after Big Bang Theory. I go, we're keeping it. It's too iconic. Mick D.
Hello.
Are you the Mickey D that's on our oh, you are?
Yes, I am. That's me.
I just boxed the girls like 5 minutes ago. I go, oh, I have a rave. I go, I think it's Mickey D that's from our Raw, but I don't want to say it's not. But hi.
Hello, how are you?
Good, excellent. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from slightly cold Australia today.
Oh my God. What time is it there?
It's 9 a.m. Saturday.
Okay, oh, that's not bad. That's not too bad.
Yeah,
that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's morning,
I love you.
Did you guys recognize those people in Rave?
Oh.
Yeah, they're Patreon members, and they're always in the live chat every week. So, yes.
Celebrity cameos.
There you go.
I love that. Rave VIP, it's run so well.
Gorgeous.
They're gorgeous. They are gorgeous members. By the way, quick, before I get to my social peak, quick shout out to our newly revamped tier of gorgeous patrons, top tier patrons. We've got Remy, Anthony, Mickey D, Tony. We love you guys. Thank you for joining our new top tier, which includes signed 8x10s and personalized video shout outs from all of us. So take a look at that. Patreon.com/GawTV. My social peak is a little bit of a throwback to my European vacation. So I went to Switzerland. And growing up, you guys, I always talk about Epcot, right? Like I love Disney and all that.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing about Switzerland and like seeing these different like very Disney-esque kind of, variations of what Switzerland's like. And you're like, yeah, right. It can't look like that Oh my God, it's
So
better.
beautiful.
Take a look at this.
Wow.
Well, good morning, everyone, from Switzerland. Look at that view. I'm telling you, I've been here for a few days now, and I still cannot get over how storybook beautiful it is here.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
so jealous, Val. It's so beautiful. I
Switzerland.
heard you on that vacation. I was just like living vicariously through you because you know.
Serious. God.
It's beautiful, and I was very lucky to go there. That's Villa-sur-Olon. Am I saying that right? Villa-sur-Olon, and it's a beautiful little town. Again, it looks like a fairy tale. I was just honored to go there. I've always wanted to visit Europe, but Switzerland blew my mind. It looks like an absolute postcard.
Were the
but
people just as nice there? Were the people super, super nice?
so nice, and people will say
Right?
to you, like, when you're in Europe, if you're not speaking the language, or in Switzerland, it's German and it's French, and I tried to speak French in front of them, and when I got the words wrong, they were like, no worries, and they tried to speak English. They're very friendly, very smiley, and it's just it's a very easygoing way of life there. It's very like no frills, beautiful settings. Like, it makes you just want to slow down and appreciate nature. And that's me saying that. Who doesn't like the outdoors? So
Right. You
That's
don't
a
like
lot.
that.
yeah,
But that's a lot.
if Switzerland can win me over to like go twirling on a mountaintop, then like they're doing something right, I think. Damn.
Oh,
My
God.
God. Well, ladies, I am so excited because we have a very special celebrity guest waiting in the waiting room. Shall we let our special guest of honor into the chat?
Oh,
Heck yeah. We're
absolutely.
so excited for this one, right, Mickie? Oh my
Yes. I'm so excited.
I'm so
One of the
excited. Let's
nicest
let him
guys.
in here.
God. One of the nicest guys, too. What'd you say?
I'm about to lose control when I think I like it.
it.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
You're so right, Lisa. One of the nicest people ever in the business. Jay Lethal, ladies and gentlemen. Where is he? Where is Jay
I'm so
Lethal?
excited.
Oh my God.
We're gonna get on good foot.
Hey,
Fire up, y'all.
How are you?
am I being heard?
Yes.
Yes.
Welcome.
It's a little dark.
Woo-hoo. You have lighting?
There you go.
Look at
There
you.
you go.
Yeah, you want to see?
That's fancy. Yeah, let's see the setup.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that though. Look at that though. I gotta tell you, I am so excited. Jay Lethal, first of all, one of my favorite people in life and in wrestling. So great to see you. But I have to tell you that I told the girls, I was like, I made him promise to have an alcoholic beverage, and Lisa was like, no.
Malibu, baby.
Lisa couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I
I've
got
really never seen you drink alcohol, Lethal. It's like maybe fruity, like strawberry jack, maybe something like that, or
yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm not a big drinker, and in fact, it has to be like sweet. Like this is pretty sweet.
like the ladies on the show.
Right. There you go, Shabbat.
You actually called it. She called it. She was like, I think he only drinks like kind of sweet stuff, so nothing like super. We're not going to see you drinking like swigging back JDs at the bar. You're not one of those dudes.
No, not at
God
all.
bless you.
And
Well,
you know what?
first of all, how are you?
I've never had just this. I don't have anything to mix it with, so it's just going to be that. But
Wow.
Oh, boy.
my first time just drinking like that.
It's all going uphill from here.
Oh,
Yeah, Jay.
You're about to sort through your feelings the way that we do. It's gonna
no.
be
Nervous. Oh.
It's like,
Oh my God.
what did I get myself into, right?
What's been up with you, Jay? Tell us what's going on.
Oh man, a whole lot of nothing really. Just kidding. A little of this, little of that, mainly Ring of Honor stuff with me. Man, this pandemic really terrified me because I was like, oh, this could end wrestling. Like there was a big chance that wrestling could have been over for the unseeable future.
Yeah.
But thankfully, WWE's doing their Thunderdome and a bunch of other people are doing their empty arena stuff. in the beginning, Ring of Honor didn't even want to do the empty arena stuff. And then I was like getting really nervous. I was like, oh man, we got to do something. And then everybody wanted to do something. So then Ring of Honor was like, okay, I guess we'll do something. So, but that's been a saving grace because for me, you know, I really put all my eggs in the wrestling basket. You know, even though they say you're supposed to have like a backup plan but no, I put all of them damn eggs all in that one basket.
That damn basket.
That damn basket.
I think that we're all guilty. A lot of us are guilty of that. Or at least we put most of the eggs, like, you know, 9 of the eggs are in there. You know?
Yeah, no, it's true. Do you think it's kind of forced people to be more creative, though, like in the pandemic, Jay? Like, do you think people are kind of coming up with more concepts and more creative stuff?
Yeah, definitely. Not just in wrestling, but everywhere. Celebrities and all. But yeah, definitely. But I'm not that creative, unfortunately. And Ring of Honor is always like, we got to get more content out, you know, post more stuff on your social media and do more things. But I'm like, most of my creativity happens like in the ring.
In the ring.
Oh, man. But yeah, this has been a struggle for me.
You should just go on and just start doing your impersonations, you know.
That's just take it on the road.
Why not?
You know, we'll just Zoom it, you know, or just stream it live.
Yeah.
For the kids.
You don't even have to do stand-up at this
Go
point.
in there with your mask on and just start cutting promos on people.
Yeah.
Oh,
I say do it. It doesn't even have to be stand-up. It can be sit down because you're on Zoom. So
Do you do Jay? Do you do cameo shout-outs, like cameo shout-outs, like to fans?
No,
like to...
You know, I'm not trying to be all sad, but I really feel like no one wants to see me do
Oh, stop it!
I
as
don't
the
know.
chat room explodes.
Yeah.
I feel like I got a better chance of people wanting me to sing hardcore country as the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
I pay for that. I pay
Happen?
for that.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
So where are we? Val, you're in the UK?
I am in the UK, so I'm about a half hour north of London town. I am in my boudoir, my dressing room, actually. I've got my GAW TV pillow, a little bit of branding over here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Music
Mickie, you are in Nashville, correct?
I am. I'm in Nashville. And I'm in the corner here. I've been put in the corner because Donovan has confiscated my sitting area where I usually record. So
Gotcha. And
All right.
actually.
And Spidey?
And then I am. Yeah, thank you. I'm in the beautiful Wales vagina, San Diego.
San Diego.
Yes, and you are in my kitchen. So I live downtown. I live downtown San Diego. I have a loft. We don't have a 1-bedroom, so everyone's like, "Oh, you need a backdrop." I go, "I live in a small place, dude. I live downtown. This is what you're gonna get. My kitchen, you know." And I have my product placement too. I bought these lights on Amazon. GAW. I love
it. I love it.
I need to get the T&V, but yeah.
I like
and
that.
where are you? Are you still in Florida?
Appliances are red. I like that.
I'm getting a red microwave next.
No way.
Whoa, wee wah.
Yeah, ODB told me that my background's too plain. So I was like, okay, I went to the Dollar Tree, bought some red freaking stuff. And then my tea kettle was $10 at Ross. So there you go.
We love the price points. Jay, honestly, this is I think our 27th episode. Every episode we mention Dollar Tree because we're hoping for that damn sponsorship, you know? We want to sit under that Dollar Tree.
Right?
Yeah, I'm in Florida, and right now there's a storm brewing. Well, it's more than brewing; it's flooding the streets right now. So hopefully,
I saw that it's a tropical storm, right? But they think it's going to strengthen.
Fingers crossed that we don't lose power. I got a text message from the electric company said, "Be prepared to lose power."
Wow, I never seen that.
Point between now and tomorrow around noon.
Wow.
Okay. The upside is you're drinking a tropical drink for a tropical storm. Cheers to that! Cheers to that! We do something. We'll cheers you first. Well, actually, as you're making that drink, Jamar, I just real named you. Whoa!
It's okay.
I didn't mean to.
I can't do that.
Kiss fizz. As you're making that drink, we're gonna go around and do the rounds as we do. We ask you, who are you wearing? What are you drinking? I'll go first. I want you to be very impressed by what I'm drinking tonight. It's a lovely, lovely can of Pinot Grigio, straight from the can.
Oh, how does it taste?
It's actually really good. It's from Most
Really? Really?
Yeah. I love a can of Pinot Grigio. Wearing a little ridiculous Joan Crawford fembot robe. Happy to have it. Jamar, what about you? Who are you wearing? What are you drinking?
I'm wearing this lovely sky blue Hanes t-shirt
Look at you.
and Nike shorts.
Hey, oh,
And
future sponsors. Future sponsors.
There you go. Hope they're listening.
Solo cup.
I knew Mickie was going to say that.
I found this solo cup on purpose. I sought it out. And I am drinking some Malibu rum here.
Hey,
Is that
Malibu and Hanes could be
Great.
listening.
Is that like a solo cup, or is it the hard solo cup looking cup that you can rewash and reuse?
Oh, no.
Not that we never rewash and reuse solo cups.
Oh, it's the
It's
recyclable.
the solo.
Authentic.
Mm.
Authentic.
The OG. Mickie,
real.
who are you wearing and what are you drinking?
I'm wearing some fat face pockets,
Fat
Christmas
face.
pants, and my wife beater. And this is my little chakra necklace here.
What an awful name for those shirts, by the way.
Where did you get those
Computer.
pants? Where'd you get those pants?
I just
Oh, he's fat face.
it never sounds cool when I say, "Oh, I'm wearing a tank top," but I just.
I got that wife beater on.
Oh,
So
my.
on PC nowadays.
I know. But yeah, I got that, and I'm
You should
drinking.
have dubbed.
I went with a red crisp ale, a little
Apple's red,
hard
yeah.
apple ale is what I'm doing today.
Is it like a cider?
It's like a cider.
Also, I'm surprised that you're not on the ciders. Ciders are huge in the UK, no?
I love a cider.
Yeah, there's a lot of things they do over here that I'm not into. That's a
Got
whole
it.
other episode.
Got it.
Try to make decent salsa, UK. I'm begging you. I can't with this over here. Doing great over here, though.
Ice.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding. Lisa, what are you drinking?
I am drinking. Well, we'll wait for our shot. I just bought. I was out of my my wine that I always drink, my fresh wine, but it came in today. But it's at UPS store, and so I went to CVS. I had carnivore, and it was actually, how I like my 2 for $8 wine.
For sure.
This
And you are a
one-
carnivore.
and it was $8, and I go, you know what? Let me step it up because we have Jay Lethal on the show. And
Mm.
let me be
You're solid.
classy. Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
classy.
Pulling out all the stops.
Oh, and you like my top? It's a golf ball.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
For you.
What I'm wearing is my Batman onesie because you
Batman.
guys know what
Uh-huh.
the nerd I am.
Oh, it's a onesie.
It's a onesie. It's cold here in San Diego, you guys. And then my cat baseball hat. That's
Yeah.
it.
Love your style, Lisa. I love spotting Lisa in airports because you look for the cat ears, or I'm looking for a turtle backpack, and I can
My
spot her
Ninja
in the
Turtle
crowd.
backpack. Yes, I
Yeah.
still have it. I ride my bike with that Ninja Turtle, and I get people honking, and I'm like,
I love it so much.
Love it.
Well, this is going to be a monumentous occasion for me because I've never seen this happen in my life. Jay Lethal, would you like to do a shot with us on GAW TV? Celebratory shot.
Okay, so wait. So I have to get another cup.
Okay.
Okay, so am I the only one drinking liquor?
No, I have a shot of vodka that I poured just for you, and it's
Okay. So, my family, not just my family, tons of people, but I remember this one episode of Sanford and Son where
I love that show.
they all had a big meal and Red Fox poured a drink and he was like, okay, gather around for a toast. It was such a quick little funny toast. He said, through the lips, to the liver, come on liquor, make me quiver.
Good. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh man, that is stronger than I thought it was.
I know. It burns. It's
Hey,
Oh
you
my
want
God.
nostrils.
exciting?
Yes.
I poured
Okay,
way too
so,
much.
I've never really mentioned this to many people, but something that I've always been kind of self-conscious about is this gap here. It's kind of an iconic, though.
It is
all my
iconic. I think it's
big
definitive of
carcasses,
you. Like
always
it's like
have
a
my
very
gap. Right.
yeah.
Well, I'm getting Invisalign.
You're gonna get rid of the gap?
Getting rid of the gap. Closing the gap.
Closing the
Closing
gap.
the gap. Or as
Wow.
they say in the UK, mind the gap. Wait a minute. We had a conversation about this at Ring of Honor UK, and I told you that
You
you getting
did.
rid of your gap is like Cindy Crawford getting rid of her mole.
Rid of her mole.
Mm.
But if you don't like it and you want to do it, you do you, boo.
Yeah.
Gap's gotta go. Gap's gotta go. But I had the consultation, and they've ordered it, and I think the guy said it will take like 5 months in total. So
Wow.
I'm pretty excited
Oh,
about
that's it?
Wow. I can't. Are you going to take
To
pictures?
get them or for them to pull it together and to straighten your teeth? Because I always thought it was
for it to be.
Wow. That's
Got to be
faster
done
than
with-
braces.
And then I got a retainer for a while after that, but 5 months it'll be closed.
Have
that's
you had a lot of
amazing.
Have you had a
Sorry.
lot of dental work before? Like, have you been like done orthodontic work or anything? Braces? No.
Nope.
How about you, ladies?
Dental work, yes. Never like orthodontic. I remember my sister had braces when we were growing up, and it was so painful. Like she still is like a little bit self-conscious about her teeth. But I remember when she would get them done, braces were so painful because of so she would pop them off. That's why it never worked, because it hurt her so bad. She would go in there.
Yeah,
and
they were,
my mom would
and
be
they've come such a
furious.
long way. I had them for years, and I had when people talk about dental work, I just kind of remember like certain feelings. It makes me kind of go like this. I had like what they call a spacer on the roof of my mouth, and you literally had to take it like to widen your bite. They had literally, you would have to take a key and crank it to like crank it up. It was awful.
Mouth pain, like
What year was that? That sounds like this.
I know, right?
47.
Listen,
The 40.
72 was a hell of a year, okay?
Oh my
I was like,
God.
I don't know, 96?
94.
I remember getting my
1894.
getting my wisdom teeth all pulled out.
Oh,
It was at Loma University because the students would do it because we were not a wealthy family. So we would go to the medical school, the dental school, and they gave me penicillin. And I came home and I had hives all over my body. So my mom called the doctor and they were like, come in immediately, because of course the student's freaking out. That's when I
Right.
found out I was allergic to penicillin.
Wow.
Allergic to penicillin. Not deathly, but I broke out in hives. So,
Yeah.
but you get the dental, the student doing it, and then you get the doctor to go over it. So you're kind of getting double
Yeah.
Right.
attention. You know what I mean?
Well, the docs are always overseeing it and stuff. Yeah.
Well, they told me that it will. I mean, people think it doesn't hurt. It will be a little painful, and he said it will probably give me a headache every time I have to put a new tray in, which pulls it a little tighter. He said I will get like headaches and stuff. So
Right.
gosh. And it
Yeah,
does
it's
do that.
pressure, right? It's like the pressure of the stuff. So you can take
Right.
some Advil though, and
Yeah.
I remember some friends of mine, they swore by it. They had their Invisalign and they absolutely loved it, because the only thing is like, they said the one thing I would always have to plan my meals, like plan the meals around it, because it's the whole, you have to take it out. You have to make sure you do, then you have to brush your teeth before you can put them back in and
right.
all that stuff.
Right.
So that's the whole thing. So it's not like, I think us as athletes, like, I don't do this, but a lot of people plan their meals and eat like 6 times a day. And so I would like eat my 3 times a day and make sure those were my planned meals, and I wouldn't snack or anything like that, because you can't eat with them in.
Right. Yeah, I think I only eat like twice a day, so I think I'll be fine there. But yeah, it's the hassle. And I heard a lot of people end up losing weight too, because eating is just like a chore after that.
Right.
You guys remember Lauren Thompson from, I know she was in Impact when you guys were at, Lisa's nodding. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout
She
out
did
to my
golf.
girl, Lauren Thompson. She's killing it on the golf channel. She's such an amazing, my favorite host that I've ever seen. She's amazing. Love her. She got her, I'm laughing. She got her wisdom teeth out. And I remember her coming into the makeup room and being like, oh my God, I got my wisdom teeth out. I lost like 10, 12 pounds. And every single girl was like, how much weight did you lose? I'm going to call my dentist. I want to lose so much weight. We're terrible to ourselves. Awful.
So-
Awful.
Oh my God.
Well, now I have to ask a nerdy fan question. We're talking about injuries and things. We have an episode, if you guys haven't seen it, if you're watching this and you've not seen, the episode is titled Mickie Knows Best, where Mickie broke her nose quite recently, actually. And we have the footage of her. How would you describe it, Mickie? I blocked it out of my mind. I can't.
You blocked it out of your mind. Jay, have you seen this video? If not, I suggest you go watch it because, well, I don't know, because it's not really that bad to watch, but
Pretty bad.
have you ever broken your nose before? I feel like almost everybody in wrestling has broken their nose before.
Not a complete break, but yeah, I got this bone here smashed on the side.
Kind of the same. It was it popped my nose to where it's straight now. They fixed it. Hold on. Donovan Patrick.
She middle named him.
I'm begging you, bro.
Yeah, usually when we have these kind of things happen, we save them for bonus footage and the Patreon.
If I get them down, will you promise to be quiet so I can finish recording this? Because you're being so loud. Is that okay? I'll get them down if you promise to be quiet as a mouse.
Quiet as a mouse.
Yeah? 2 seconds, guys.
You're fine.
Maybe 10.
Off the record, I'll say Jamar now. Do you remember the story about you? Oh, you're back? Oh, I'll remind you.
Okay.
Okay.
Your nose.
Okay. So anyway, dude, Jay, look, it knocked it to where it looked like a fish hook almost, right? So because it had dislocated the cartilage from this guy. So I was able to, my doctor, Alan Burke in Virginia, I was allowed to like kind of record him resetting my nose and putting it back into place. It was crazy. It's crazy.
What?
And I thought it was going to hurt a lot more, but my face was so numb, like my whole face, like, are you kidding me?
Take a bump? Did he take a bump?
No, he just dropped all his blocks. Like, I'm not even kidding.
What did that to your nose? What did?
Well, I did it with Asuka's knee to my face because I was committed.
Gotcha.
Committed. I wanted to make it look good.
That knee was coming right for you.
Yeah, still real to me, damn it. No, but yeah, so it just kind of like the way, it just hit me right here and just kind of knocked my nose, It was cute. It was real cute. It legit looked like.
I'm only telling these people so that if they haven't seen the video and they want to be like morbid and go see it, it is shocking. Mickie Knows Best episode. Yeah. But I was going to ask you, Jay Lethal, about a nerdy fan question. What's the worst injuries you've had or the worst ones that you feel like were scary or what happened? Tell us all about it.
Okay, so I don't knock on wood here. There's only been 2, really. Well, actually 3. There's 3. Sorry.
Woo!
So 2 of them caused me to miss some wrestling shows. The first time I was ever injured, really, was at an Impact Wrestling house show. I was teaming with Creed, and after the matches, we would do this dance thing. Creed would do a dance. We'd bring a little kid into the ring. Sometimes when we weren't allowed to bring a kid into the ring, Earl Hebner would go to leave the ring, and we'd pull him back in, and we'd make him dance with us. But, of course, I'm the Macho Man, so I do, like, Macho Man kind of moves, and Creed does, like, this spin and a split. And then one time I was like, I don't know why we got into this discussion in the locker room, but I was like, I can do a split if I wanted to. And he goes, oh, you think so? And he never once did he go, you can't. So I don't even know why I tried it, but
Earl Hebner, talking about injuries, and your first story has to do with dancing. I just want to point that out.
Yeah. Not even in the ring.
Nope.
Not in the ring.
After the match, big celebration. Earl tries to leave. We bring him back. Creed does his spinning. He does a split. I do my Macho Man twirl, and then I do a split, which I had never done a split before in my life. Pulled my hamstring. I couldn't walk. It was black. Like, we had 3 shows, and I couldn't perform on show 2 or 3 because I could barely walk.
Oh my God!
I can't
pull your groin.
That was my first. That was like my first injury. Oh man, so stupid. So stupid.
Splitsville.
Injury number 2 was I took this sunset flip off the apron powerbomb thing to the floor, which I had done with the guy 4 or 5 times. But yeah, this time I scrambled my brains on the ground. I took the powerbomb, and then next thing I remember is I was in the locker room and everybody was like huddled around me, like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Wait a minute, how did I just get back here?" And then like 4 or 5 people told me conversations that I had had with them on the way back to the locker room, which I totally didn't remember.
That's freaky, isn't it? It's like an out-of-body experience. Do you guys remember, this is a TNA story, Impact Wrestling related story. There were a lot of stories about Kurt Angle, and I remember him talking about this, that he would do so many matches and come back and be like, I don't remember what happened out there. Because he gets in that mode where he's just like robot machine and just wrestles and is amazing and comes back and goes, don't remember.
Yeah, terrifying.
I know.
It's scary, man.
What's even scarier is that you guys
did you finish the match, Jay?
That was, luckily that powerbomb was the finish of the match. It was a tag match, so that was to take me out.
Jeez.
And I'm sure you guys have had that Chris Nowinski meeting. Have you guys ever? I mean,
the concussions.
It makes you not want to be a wrestler. It makes you not want to leave your house.
Right.
So then, like, oh my God, I took this power bomb, and now I'm having this meeting. Like, oh my God, like my poor brain.
Right.
And the third injury I've ever had, I broke my arm. I wrestled PCO. You guys know?
Mm-hmm.
He was from the Quebecers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He's in
Spider.
Ring of Honor now.
Yes,
Okay.
He went to give me the splash.
He's like reinvented himself, hasn't he?
Yes, and it's amazing.
Resurgence. I know, like, because he was just, doing whatever, but like he's had a huge like popularity surge like in the last couple of years.
What a feel good
for him. Because he's an older dude too. He's not like he's not a spring chicken. Like he's an older guy, so it was like more like he at this point, I think, how everybody does. He's like, I don't know how old PCO is, but I know he's not like 20 years old trying to make it in the business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like been doing it a long time or whatever, but yeah. And then he's came up with this whole like, crazy character, and now he's doing really well.
He's doing really well.
It's cool to
Well,
see.
anyway, I wrestled him, and I took the splash from him, and his my arm was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and his knee landed on it, and we were in the UK too, and I completely broke it. And I couldn't even fly home because the doctor was like, no, you can't fly like that. So they made me stay there for a little while. But and you know what? The thing about that is I didn't even miss a show, because after that show, we had like 6-7 weeks off. And I healed up in time to be on the very next show. So you would think that the worst injury I've ever had, I didn't even miss any wrestling from it.
That's crazy.
That's amazing.
It was a damn split. I did a split and missed 2 shows. That's the most
Listen,
crazy.
whoever's watching
That's
this
what
wants to make a Splitsville t-shirt, we're here for it. with a photo or like a hilarious graphic of him in the splits going, ooh!
And then the hamstring red.
Yeah, like that.
And torn red. You're pointing at the injury on his hamstring.
So Mickie, instead of oh yeah, it's ooh yeah. Yeah,
I just thought that. That was good, Mickie.
I'm actually envisioning it right now. That's amazing.
Well, you were talking about your Macho Man, but I can't believe you haven't noticed that Valerie, Miss Val, has done her best Miss Elizabeth kind of.
Well, my dear, here's the thing. I very often am I'm the ridiculous one that has like the silk kimonos and the old Hollywood silliness. But I said to them in Boxer, did I not, ladies? I was like, I feel like a little bit of nostalgic responsibility to just do a little bit more glam tonight, do a little bit more diamonds. Why not? I'll tell you what. I am so thrilled that that's what I got to do with you, Jay, and with Sanjay as well. By the way, I did try to get Sanjay on the call. I was like, that would be hilarious, but we'll do that on another day. Wouldn't that be fun? To try to get back again.
That would be amazing.
I love him so much, but we had so much fun with that, and I feel like, I don't know about you, but I get asked about it like every few days to this day. Yeah, it's amazing how it's lived on, right?
Yeah, that was my first big break of it. That's what like put my name on the wrestling map. That whole story with you and Sanjay and the Black Machismo, and oh man, yeah, I couldn't be more fortunate that happened. And some people are always like, oh, we hear awful things about Impact Wrestling, and how did you like it? And a lot of people have bad things to say, but I literally don't have anything bad to say about them. They put me on the wrestling map. They gave me one of the greatest moments of my entire life when I got to wrestle with Ric Flair. I mean,
Yeah.
I met a lot of cool and interesting friends that I've been friends with for years. So, like, yeah, I love that place. So, yeah, but that was really what put me on the map there. That
And same. And the thing is, like, it's weird because we always talk on the show about how I was such a fan of like storylines and like romantic storylines and love triangles. The Triple H, Kurt Angle, Stephanie storyline, which I asked Kurt Angle about approximately 68 times. And that was my favorite.
He goes, I don't remember.
I don't remember. I was there. I don't remember because he's a machine. I love
and we
it.
got to meet
Anyway.
AC Young.
Sorry?
What?
You remember we got to meet AC Young as well?
We got to meet Ace Young, and that video was so much fun. But I'm telling you, like, that to me was a godsend because I loved wrestling and I never wanted to be a wrestler, but I was like, I love the romance. I love the love triangle. I'm like, how cool is it for me to be able to be in a love triangle? And that was like my big story. And that was so cool. And I get asked about it all the time. And I have to say, my favorite memories of it, we had so much fun with like the wedding and the different pre-tapes and whatever you want to call them. But do you remember the times that we got to go around Universal Studios and like film dates?
Yep.
Like,
Mhm.
like the jacuzzi one where Sanjay was under the water, like we were hanging out, and then he popped up.
And just walking around Universal, I remember there was like this one little Indian hut, and they were like, "Oh, Sanjay, can you be in there when we go in to visit?" And I was like, "Surely we are not allowed to be doing this."
I remember it was at the oh my god, what's it called? It's by Poseidon's Adventure. I'm an Orlando girl. What's it might even be there anymore. It's a certain area of Islands of Adventure that's very like India, yeah, like centric. Yeah.
Like Tahitian, like that, like Tahitian with the
Like
straw.
there's like a psychic medium there, and there's like these temples, and it's very like sexy. And Sanjay was just happened to be hanging out in there as you. And like Jay says, it's like we walk in there, we're like, because we were on a date, like we went to a restaurant that had like an aquarium. So he's laughing. I'm telling you, these are the best times. An aquarium. Then we went shopping, and then Sanjay he just kept popping up like a creep everywhere, and it was so funny.
He just happened to be there.
Yeah.
There's one part of that whole storyline where Sanjay and I mention every time we see each other. It's when he had started the SoCalVal Free Fund, and he had these little kids following him. And there was one pre-tape where Vince Russo wanted the kids to massage Sanjay's feet.
No.
Sanjay was like, "Okay, can I keep my shoes on? Because it's like creepy." And Vince Russo was, "Nope, you got to take the shoes off." It was so, oh my God. But yeah, we laugh about it all the time. So creepy.
Oh my god, they're weird memories. Like I don't know if you realize, but like living in England, for example, in like kind of a smaller town in England, people don't understand wrestling. You know how it goes. It sort of trickles down. Like, oh, you're in wrestling. Okay, do you hold the sign? Hee hee. No, I don't.
Yeah.
And then they start to YouTube you. And they're like, what is this wedding? What is this ladder, man? And I'm like, I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hysterical. But I mean, how cool is that? It's good memories. Why not? And we love Sanjay. Sanjay's doing great. We got to have him on the show sometime.
Yeah.
You're still very much in touch and still besties, right? Even after all the turmoil.
Yeah, he's my best friend, and I love him to death. And if he's on the show, then I got to come back and do it.
Okay.
Yay, we will make that happen.
I was going to say, maybe you could coerce him. You could talk to him.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Give him the Yiggy.
If somebody maybe we can find an old promo that we all did and then redo it. Hey, did I ever ask you that? Did I ask you if you had the picture of me, you, and Hogan where you posed like Elizabeth did and Hogan? Did I ask you? Did you
I
ever?
don't have it. Somebody does.
Somebody took it. I can't remember who snapped the picture for us. But
why don't we ask the GAW TV
interweb?
The interweb
and see if we can get someone to find and send this picture. Who
What
would have
is the
taken
picture?
it? Somebody backstage?
yeah, it was someone backstage. It was on an off day where there wasn't a show going on. We were all filming those things where we're standing in the rain, and there's like those cool video packages.
Yeah.
And there's a very famous picture of Hogan and Macho Man standing side by side, and Liz is standing in front of them with one hand on each of their chests, and she's looking back at the camera. And we showed Hogan the picture, and then we recreated the picture with Hogan, and somebody was there, and they took the picture for us, and I never got it.
Not Ryan, the camera guy? Ryan?
I don't know. I know Lee. It wasn't Lee. I've asked him so many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a Christmas card right there, if I ever heard of one.
Yeah,
That
it
is
is
a
a
Christmas card. We have so many great memories.
Money.
Ladies, you remember being at Impact Wrestling Universal? Here's a question for you. Did you guys ever, of course you did. Did you ever sneak out to the park and like go ride rides or sneak out to Harry Potter? All the time.
Especially if you got there and you realized you weren't working that day, because you would be recording a couple days in a row, right? So if you got there on Taco Tuesday and realized that you weren't filming that day, you went ahead and got your tacos, but then you went out. You snuck out that little side, but they were
that roller coaster right behind the stage where we
Rock and
remember
roller
that
coaster.
one.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
I would always remember what my favorite memory, Jay, is when Ric Flair would, like, before going out to go perform, and I got to stretch him out, and yeah. And then we would mark out, and then before you would go out, we would try to do the stretchy like Ric Flair, right?
He'd say, he'd go, "Give me a tug, brother." Give me a tug. Oh my gosh.
I feel like we could have an entire episode, perhaps edited, perhaps not filtered, I don't know, about Ric Flair memories, but there are so many. I love that man. Is he not the most wonderful, sensitive man ever? Any Ric Flair memories that stick out to you, Jay, that you can talk about on YouTube? Uh-oh.
Oh, he took a bump where he's out.
He would, first of all, I have his phone number, but yet every time he calls me, it says unknown. Like he has his number blocked, but yet.
Yeah, I think he has a number blocker. So, because I have his number too, but even still, like if it's not like he calls me, probably not as much as I call you. But
so I have this. Okay, so I don't know if you can hear this, but so.
If not, you'll send me the audio file.
Maybe the second month after meeting Ric Flair, we weren't even wrestling yet. I was did the impression for him in the locker room, and every time he'd get to the building with one of his friends, every single time he would call me over and make me do the impression. And then somehow he got my phone number, and then he left this voice. I'll have to send it to you. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it.
We'll try, but if not, you can send it to me.
Oh, yeah. Take it. Lito, Nature Boy, call me, man. Got some guys here who think you have some talent. Please call back and demonstrate it. We need Ric Flair and the Macho Man.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
I know.
Amazing.
he's the best.
I'll never delete that. Greatest
No.
voice
You
ever.
better back that up. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So did you call him back?
Well, at the time when he sent that, I couldn't call him back because his number was blocked.
Oh, yeah.
So you didn't have his number yet.
Yeah, but later on, I was able to get his number. But
You famed him.
Yeah.
You can admit it. You were getting your hair done or something. You just said, I'll get you him later.
No, let him come back.
So, really
Oh
quick
my
Ric
God.
Flair story that I think is adorable. So I have his number as well, and like once in a while I'd be like, hey, I think he debuted on Raw like ages after Impact Wrestling. I just said, Mr. Flair, happy birthday or Merry Christmas, Mr. Flair. Hope you and your family are well, whatever. And I texted him one time and said, oh, so wonderful to see you on Raw. We're all so proud of you, blah blah blah. And he would once in a while he'd send an emoji, and he loved the emoji that was the pink heart with the yellow ribbon. I don't know why he liked that one. But then he goes, and I had it's back in the day, I had probably a smaller phone than I do now. And I said, we're so proud of you being back on Raw, whatever. Hope you're well. Hope you and your family are well. And he just wrote back with all these little emojis. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, these are animals on my phone. Like, what? He put 4 emojis that were all horses. He put 4 horse emojis as a response.
Oh.
Is that not precious?
Oh.
Who responded with 4 horse emojis?
Yeah.
That's the sweetest man. I can't.
He is the sweetest man. Yeah.
He really is.
He is.
He always got my back. He always had my back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so
I
complimentary.
have stories, but
Yeah.
not for the show. Not private like stuff like that, but just like he always helped me out and just like always pulled me
He's
aside.
such a kind, genuine,
very kind.
soft-hearted, like one of the most sensitive men ever,
Yeah.
I've ever met. Like just so,
Yeah.
like everything he does with such passion and like his heart that like he just.
Yeah.
It's funny to see someone who you like saw was like such an asshole on television.
Yeah.
Who's in that kind of heyday to
And then
realize that he's such a sensitive soul, like really deep in his heart. He's so passionate.
And you can't see him do a toast. When he does a toast, he always cries. Do you
Yeah.
remember him doing toast after like certain tours? He'll do a toast and he'll get choked up and he'll start crying. You're just like, it's
And those
very
big blue
contagious.
eyes, and they get all glassy. Yeah.
He's very
You and I were at a
emotional.
signing with him, Lisa, and he just broke down in tears. It was because he was so proud of Charlotte. She had just done something or had just debuted, and you said, "I'm so proud of your baby girl," and I was sitting with you. And he just, I mean, the big blue eyes welled up. It was so sweet.
I know.
Bless his heart.
I know.
Lethal, we have had Mick Foley. We recently had Mick Foley on the show, and we called him the nicest guy in wrestling. I think we can all agree here that you're in the category as well. You're one of the good ones. One of the rare good ones.
You're a good egg. You're a good egg.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're the other egg.
Remember, get on that good foot, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin your street cred, but you're a really good dude, is all we can say.
Well, thank
But I really do seriously think you should go on Cameo and people can do a live chit chat with you and
We'll
stuff like
buy
that. Your shout outs, you get to go back in character and like.
Oh yeah, you could do them. Yeah, you could up the charge, brother, for the gimmicks.
Totally.
Machi's at least double, right?
Get an extra 50 for the Macho Man.
Why is her Macho Man better than yours? That's what I want to know. What the hell, Mickey?
It's that that's why.
Well, we'd like to do a final shot to Jay Lethal. We love you so much. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
We love you, Jay. You're
Thanks
our
for
favorite. We could not wait to have you on the show.
And we're so proud of you. Cheers.
Please don't.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Oh, God. I've never been prouder of you than this moment. Championships, all that's whatever. This right now, that shot. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and of course, click the bell icon to enable notifications. That's the freaking wine talking. It might be. We will see you next week. Thank you to Jay Lethal, our special guest. Make sure you're following us at GAW TV. We'll see you next week. Mwah!
Mwah.
This is the word to go, yo.